many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at. 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with him.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
thing. So? First and foremost, thank you for listening to Men Don't Know Podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone, and here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audible, you downloaded that Men Don't Know Podcast app. I cannot thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1, shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website, shoot me a message. Coy, my guy.
What is going on?
How are we living? Question of the day. Do people change and can you give them a second chance?
Sure.
In relationships.
Yes, it's still a loaded question, but
yeah, 100%.
But still, yes.
Yeah. I mean, would you rather hear them say, I've changed? Would you rather meet them down the road and they've changed, or they come back to you, I've changed?
Nah, meet them down the road. I don't need you
voicing your, letting me know you changed.
Yeah, I'll let you know if you change. If fate would bring us together and I can see that you changed, cool. But don't.
Fate's tricky. Damn, I changed.
I saw you outside this. I've been waiting out in the parking lot. I saw you walking in the store. I know you normally come here 4 p.m. on Tuesdays. I want to let you know that.
Relax, Dexter. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess that's honestly that's the question at hand today. We are never what we once were, and I would like to think that people change, or you never want to stay the same. That's kind of like the ultimate telltale, but. Yeah, man, let's hop on the calls and see where is she at? Here we go. Oh.
Hello.
Well, hello, E. How are we feeling?
Hey, guys. Amazing.
Oh, nice to know that. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up to E.
What's up, E?
Hi, Coy.
E, long time no hear. We know. Huh? I said long time no hear. I know you've been busy.
Listen, you can call.
Shit. E, you are probably one of. You are a very busy and highly sought after woman.
You're crazy.
I value your time, and I don't like to waste it off on something that's not of importance. So I would rather just shoot out the friendly text to check on you, because I know how valuable your time is.
Well, I appreciate that, but everything, I'm always here.
As you always are. Whenever I've called, you've always picked up. But I'm just letting you know. That's what I'm going to do. But question of the day, I feel like you're probably one of the better people to answer this question. Do people change, and do you believe in second chances? And we are talking about relationships.
Of course people change. I think if people didn't change, we'd be in really big trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it's up to people whether you change for the better or worse, right?
That part.
But second chances.
Yeah.
I believe in second chances. I just think they're difficult because, one, somebody has to be willing to rise and change for the better. Mm-hmm. But I think the harder part of second chances is the partner that got hurt isn't always really willing to forgive and forget.
Because I know what you're capable of. I know what you're capable of. It's not that I don't want to forgive and forget. I know what you're capable of.
But see, like, here's the thing. If you believe that people, that's where you have to get real with yourself.
100%.
Because if you believe that people can change, right? And you're saying, I do believe that's a possibility, and I do believe that you did the work to change, then
Time
you
can only
can't
tell
say,
that, though.
True, but you can't say, I know what you're capable of, because then you're saying, I don't really believe that you changed. I mean, humans are capable of anything.
100%. 100%. I agree with you with that 100%. Now, let me ask you this, though. Would you believe if someone came back and was like, hey, I changed, I want a second chance?
Would I do what?
Would you give them a second chance if someone came back and said, hey, I've changed, I want a second chance?
Here's why I won't.
See? Go ahead.
Because I'm a person that will grow with you or stand by you while you grow. I don't think anybody.
Go ahead now. That's why you and my sister.
I don't think anyone is perfect.
That's what it is. That's why you two fucking get along. That's why you two get along.
But the problem is like, if by the time I walk away, I have told you, asked you, talked to you, reasoned with you, begged you, like done all of the things. I've given it plenty of time. I've given you plenty of chances. And at the end of the day, I just have to accept that you are either not willing or able to change. And that's okay. You don't have to. Like, no, you're not
obligated.
100%. You can want it. There are people that are like, I don't want to change. I don't want to put in the work. I'm happy with who I am.
Yep.
And then at that point, and I mean, I recently said this to somebody. At that point, it's whatever. I'm not changing. I'm choosing, and I'm making the decision to stay in the situation I am because you're telling me exactly what you're willing to do and not do. You know what I mean?
Facts, 100%. 1,000,000%, yes.
So by the time I say bye, I say it very respectfully and peacefully. I don't let things get contentious. I don't like to fight or argue. I just let people show me who they are. But once I accept who you are, I can celebrate your success down the road if you change. You just don't have me like that anymore.
Very true. I'm like, damn, she's good, Coy. She's good. She's good. She's good. Now, let me ask you this: Do you have to see change for yourself to believe them, or are you going to take them at face value?
I don't think you take. Think you take anything with anybody at face value. Every relationship starts with two people that, for the most part, don't know each other.
Yep. Even
if you're friends, you don't know each other intimately.
Yep.
So there's a level of trust there, right? Yep. You can't be jaded and carry like past issues in a new relationship. Yep. So everyone starts at 100.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna believe who you show me you are, you know? And if you say like, yeah, someone can make a mistake or something could be a misunderstanding or someone can have a bad day, a bad moment.
Yep.
But no, I don't believe in saying I've changed. Like there has to be actions with words. I actually am a person like, I don't even care about words. You can
show me.
Yeah, 100%.
Is
because
Texas
if that's who you are,
Coy? Is Texas a show?
You have to say, like, you don't have to say, listen, Coy, I said this to Chris. when I went to family dinner,
show me
like, the level of, like, love and respect and, like, just how deep those bonds are.
Where is this at?
This is at family dinner.
Huh. Okay.
So, listen, when you walk into a room like that and you see like people's interaction with each other, it's energy. You can feel it. You don't, and that goes in every type of interaction, whether it's professional, platonic, intimate. when people are speaking and not acting, like it's just an energy thing. You could just feel that, like you shouldn't have. I mean, words are great. Don't get me wrong. I like when people express themselves, but you should be able to see like who someone is by what they do and how they act.
Wow, I agree. Yeah, I do agree. Interesting. You're very All right. You're good. I respect it.
I mean, listen, it's a lot of trial and error, guys.
I think everybody has learned that. Like everything is, you would hope everybody learned that it is a lot of trial and error. But some people don't fare well and come out on. It's just it's harder nowadays for people to, I guess, wanna. Trust is hard nowadays. That's the best way I could put it. Trust is hard to get back from someone that you lost it from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and then you have to then that's where the partner comes in, right?
Yeah.
Like people then want to be like, oh, I'll trust you if you give me your password. I'll trust you if you put on your location. And that's not really forgiving. That's not real trust.
Yeah.
That's not real, and you do have to earn somebody's trust back, but that doesn't mean that just because you made a mistake that you give up your right to privacy and freedom. And that's where it becomes sticky. I get that some people want what's the word? Like the reassurance, right? That you're not doing anything. But I don't think that someone should have to sacrifice all of their privacy and freedom. And so then it becomes hard. Like, how do I show you I've changed without feeling like I have to give you like
everything? Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't think that that's fair.
No, I agree. I agree with that. You're right. I like it. Didn't want to say that, but yeah, you are right. All right, E. I'll text you later. We still got a lot to catch up
you guys.
on. Take it easy.
Bye. Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
All right,
Bye.
Bye. No, that's true. That's true. Who we getting them like? Oh, gotta bring him back. Let's get him out here real quick. Let's get a guy.
Yo,
Boggs, what's good, family?
what's up?
Not much. How you doing?
All right.
I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up, Boggs.
What up? What up?
What up?
Question for you of the day, my guy. I'm glad I would like to hear your answer because of the fact that this is going to be definitely, this is going to be good. Do you think people change, and do you believe in second chances? And we're talking about relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. Elaborate.
I mean, when you're younger, I think, we're all learning. We're trying to obviously we're making mistakes. So as you age, I think you realize a lot of the things that you thought that was important isn't that important anymore. So I think a lot of the arguing, the fighting that you might have done when you're younger you'll think back at it and just be like, that was stupid, that was dumb. Like you just get to think about those things, and like I think it's with age you tend to learn more.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, I don't know. I sit back sometimes and I always think like, would you rather time go by or somebody come back and tell you they've changed and they want a second chance?
Wait, say that again?
Do you want fate to reunite you guys, or do you want them to come back and say, hey, I've changed, give me another chance?
No, it has to be fate.
Oh, really? I mean, I like that. Yeah. I like that. If it's meant to be
because there's a reason why you guys didn't work out in the first place, right? So you can't force that. When you force that, things just don't go right. Like something that my first girlfriend ever said, it kind of always stuck with me. She said that when we kind of broke up, it was like, hey, if we were meant to be in our lifetime, I think we'll find each other again one day. Even if it's like she's, she has kids, she's divorced, or she's she's no longer with a man, and I'm not the same way, and then we tend to somehow like run into each other, or that you have to let it happen naturally. I think you can't force something like that. I don't believe in going back to a situationship that you were in the past because that didn't work out at the time, but now all of a sudden everything is working out well. There's two dynamics in this situation, because I look at it as like, yeah, okay, you weren't where you're supposed to be back then, and I wasn't where I'm supposed to be back then. So as you age, like, just because you're where you want to be, does that mean that you go back and like, oh, let me go after her again? No, it doesn't work that way, because what if that person broke it off with you because of financial reasons, and then you actually end up making a lot of money? Now, in the guy's perspective, he would be like, well, you didn't stick it out with me. You kind of bailed out on me because, I wasn't good, my financially. But then had you stuck it out with me and you believed in me and et cetera, then, you would get what I get. So
you think that's one of the hardest things too?
Hardest things in the sense of what?
Guy makes it and the girl comes back. Like, is that the hardest thing to believe for a guy? Like, you didn't say.
What
do you mean hardest thing to believe? I don't think there's anything to believe. I think like most guys, what happens is when whenever you're in a relationship, for men, I think when we get out of a relationship or somebody breaks it off, especially if somebody breaks it off with you, right? Then there's two types, like either you man up and get your shit together, and then or you just go down the same path that you were doing, right? So there's two things ways. Like most guys, I would say a big breakup or a heartbreak or anything like that will push them to do bigger things in their life, like even if the things are like, sometimes they say that like if you're a single guy and then you get into a relationship with who has kids with that woman has kids, and and then you try to do your best to provide and etc., but then there's always that saying, it's like maybe the woman was holding you back from everything that you were trying to create, because he was trying to be a provider, protector, and etc., but he's neglecting himself at the same time. So I can see, women tend to be like, oh, okay, you know what, you got you're working on your money now, you're getting like, but some of those women are actually holding you back, in those situations. So, but then the moment that they let him go, like, oh my God, they flourish, right? Like they ended up, right, getting a business together or anything like that. So those scenarios happen all the time. I think like sometimes some people get held down because of the situation that they're in, and they realize that they have more potential than what they truly think they do.
Damn.
So
that's right. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I just think like most people need to go through what they go through early in their lives to get better in later in their life. So
let me ask you this. Do you think people need to walk alone for a while before hopping back into any relationship?
Yeah.
Why?
You have to get to know you. I think a lot of people
Go ahead. Go ahead.
A lot of people don't know.
Used to butt heads, but now
get to know.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know them.
Now he started drinking my Kool-Aid, and I got him back on. Don't worry.
No, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't take their time to get to know themselves, right? Like I think we're always in a fast pace. We're always trying to keep up with our peers and etc. So like you don't even think about what you really like. I'm seeing a lot of that happens in the relationship early, like a lot of kids that are getting into relationships early on. It doesn't work out because they get to find eventually who they really are, and the person that they really become, and the person that the woman might have fallen in love with is not the same person anymore. So that's why sometimes these relationships don't end up working out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because it's completely two different people. But that also happens after like some significant situation happens, right?
Yeah.
Like if the relationship stays on the same way and they're okay, everything works out. Like of course there's some high school sweethearts that, that I know that been together, all their life. They've probably been together, with each other only, and, they still, because they have a game plan together. They have a common goal towards their future,
Yeah.
So if that doesn't happen, together. If that doesn't happen, then one's figuring something else out, and then they realize both each other. It's like, oh, you know what? This is not the guy that I ever want to be with, and that's what happens because they don't take their time to know who they really are in order to allow somebody else to learn who you are. So how can you not know? How can somebody else learn who you are if you haven't learned who you are yourself, right? That only comes from self-reflection. That only comes from being alone. That only comes from just going that journey by yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about 2-3 months. I'm talking about you have to do that for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Because like I think like me, I know exactly what I want in life. I know exactly the type of girl that I'm looking for, and does that mean that I might not just go after any girl or, that I might see pretty or whatever the case? Yeah, for sure. Like, I think it's because I know what my dream girl looks like, right? So what my dream relationship looks like. So if I don't see that in the other person, even if it's physically or mentally, then there's no reason for me because I know exactly what I want. And you only get to know that by being alone with yourself, being like, you can only like subtract and add based off of what you know about yourself. Like there's things that you don't like about yourself. Sure, you work on yourself, get rid of those things. Then you also shit that you like about yourself. Then think about it this way: like back in the day, gym wasn't a big thing for me, right? Like it was just a thing that you go to the gym, right?
Yep.
So we work out, we do whatever, and then we find a girl. If the girl doesn't work out, we don't even care back then, right?
Yeah. Now,
am I right or wrong?
No, 100% right. 1,000.
Right,
1,000%.
right. But
yeah,
but now when you look at it, because you worked your way, you've grown, and you know what's important to you. Your health is important to you. So now when you look at your counterpart, you're looking for the same characteristics as yourself that you want, that you're doing.
Yep.
So you want a girl that's actually working out, the girl that does not go out as much.
Yeah.
The girl that does not need to go on a fine dining restaurant to get to know one another. Like those kind of things. Those kind of things you learn from yourself. Like, I don't need a lot of that things. I don't like a lot of the things that we thought that was fucking important back then when you were younger.
Yeah.
As you get older, bro, none of that shit even fucking matters.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need, like, you come to think about it, it's like, man, this shit doesn't. Like, I was even like, coming back home, like, my dad was looking at me. I was like, how do you have this many shoes? And I was like, I was like telling my dad, I was like, Dad, don't even ask, because like, it was one of those things like I always wanted to buy because now looking back at it, it was like a bunch of fucking wasted money because I barely wear the shoes. I only wear the same 4 pair of shoes. I always, in and out of the house. And like, and now I have 30 pairs of shoes that I don't even wear. It's just, it's just piling dust, right?
Yeah.
So like, as you get older, you realize there's a lot of the things that are what you thought was important is not important at all, bro. Like, absolutely not. So those are characteristics that you learn by yourself, right? Like, even the shopping things, like now I don't shop for shit. Like I only need
seriously.
It's like the billionaire lifestyle in a way, but you're not as broke. But like, how billionaires, they only wear simple stuff, like the simplicity, right?
100%.
They wear a t-shirt and a pair of jeans, right? So that's the same way. Like I'm like, man, I'm good with a pair of jeans anyway. But like when we were like, functionality, exactly. 20, 30 years ago, at our 20s and the 30s, we wanted to buy the nicest clothes. We want to buy the nicest pair of shoes, the watch. None of that fucking matters.
Nope.
Like Steve Jobs says, watch on your wrist takes the same fucking time from any other watch on the wrist. It's the same as the car driven from point A to point B gets you from point A to point B, even if you drive a Lambo or if you drive a fucking Honda Civic.
Yep.
It does not matter. It gets you point A to point B. It's just what your illusion of what success is that it matters. Some people's illusion of success is completely different than other people, right?
100%.
Like to me, my illusion, it could be that, it's a simplicity, as long as I have food in my stomach and, a roof over my head, I'm good, right?
Yep.
But then to other people be like, oh, I have to drive a Lamborghini. That qualifies as success to me, which is cool. That's their thing.
Yep.
But they have to learn through that. Those are characters that they learn, not from just,
100%.
So.
We're going to let you go, my boy. I appreciate you to the moon back. I'm going to hit you up so we set up our FaceTime. So we can chat it up.
All right, brother.
All right, bro.
Later, Corey.
His pops was like, nah, I'm just glad we wear the same size shoes, huh?
Yeah, right. All right. See if Miss K pick up.
Hello.
Miss K, how we living?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up, Miss K.
Okay, Miss K, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
Good.
All right, question of the day. Let me ask you this. Do you believe that people change, and do you believe in second chances? And we're talking about in relationships.
What do they need a second chance from?
I mean, I've changed. I'm changed. I'm not. I'm
For
not
what,
I'm
though?
not the
Like,
man
I don't
used to
think
be.
cheaters change.
You don't? Oh,
No.
no.
Can't
Okay.
they learn their lesson?
I think, well, unless they've done, like, intense therapy, I feel are self-aware, then maybe there's room for growth.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think people fundamentally change who they are as people.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy.
You know?
Damn, what
Like,
if I
okay,
worked on
serial
myself?
cheaters. Okay, how about this? Serial cheaters, I don't think change.
Okay.
People can make a mistake, and if they are, like, sincerely sorry and want to change,
Yeah.
then I feel like, yes, anybody has the ability to, but people have to want it. And I feel like a lot of times people don't think they're the issue.
Got it. I like that. That kind of, yeah. Now, let me ask you this. Would you ever give someone a second chance in a relationship?
Well, I mean, I did for years.
I mean, I'm talking, yeah. I'm talking about the new you.
No.
No?
Well, okay.
Yeah,
No, I'm very fast to say. Okay. So I think if you have a conversation about something that's bothering you and something you're not okay with,
Yep.
I have come to the point to where at my age and what I've known and how far I've come, I will bring something up and I will bring it up as far as like, hey, I don't like this because of this, or this made me feel this way. And if they continue to do it after me coming to them and like being vulnerable and open, and they continuously keep like, and they do it again.
Yeah.
And they're not even like apologetic or acknowledge it, then no.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we're working on something together and there's that effort forth and they're like, crap, I did it again. I'm so like, and something, I'm not talking about cheating.
Yeah.
Like something like, hey, I need better communication, or hey, we need to talk about certain things, like, you know?
Yeah. Huh.
Then if there's that effort, then absolutely, because that means they're trying and they're taking my feelings into consideration. They might not agree with it, and vice versa. If somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, I didn't like it when you did this.
Yeah.
I don't have to agree with it. If my partner is telling me, hey, when you did X, Y, and Z, it made me feel this way. I don't get to say what my intentions are or anything in that moment. No, it's like acknowledging those people's feelings and being like, I have to then decide, well, do I want to stay with this person? Is this something that is going to like make me give up something of myself that I'm not okay with? Or am I willing to adjust for this person because of how much I care about them?
Right. That's good. I like that. I didn't think about that.
It's hard though, because everybody's so stuck in routine, and humans, we're like such creatures of habit.
Yeah.
And it's so hard too to like get out of the mindset if like somebody comes to you and is like, hey, I really didn't like this. For us not to be like defensive, and for us to really just be like, it's not about us in that moment.
Yeah. Facts. It's not
like,
about us. Yeah. Oof.
It's not about us in this moment. Like, if they're being mature about it and it's not something like stupid, like, then we have to seriously like, and it's so hard. And I'm not saying it's easy, because I even struggle with it, where I'm like, crap, I want to defend myself so bad and be like, well, that wasn't my intention.
Yeah.
But it's not even about intention in like that moment. So.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I like that. I didn't think about that, but nah, you're 100% right.
It's so hard, because like in those moments, especially if you like you really care about somebody and you're working through something, like crap, like, oh my God, no matter what I intended or meant, it doesn't really matter, because I made this other person like not feel great.
Let me ask you this, and we'll cut it off at this, but let me ask you this. Would you rather a person come back and tell you, hey, I changed, I want another chance, or would you rather have fate bring you guys back together?
I think I would rather that person put in the conscious effort to come back and be like, hey, I've changed, and tell me how they've changed and shown me. Like, I'm not going to jump right back into something, but like if that person's like seriously trying and they've worked on themselves and then they've been able to come back and been like, hey, I've been alone, I've worked on this, and I've reflected. Would you be willing to give me another chance? I would much, If I just run into somebody, I'm like, oh, it seems like you changed.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Fair. I like that. All right, Miss K, we're going to let you go. I appreciate you.
Of course. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Miss K.
Bye.
Later. I like what she said. You know what? And it was crazy. It was two people said fate. The other person said, I want them to tell me, like, and show me.
But the thing about fate is how you phrase that question. You can't hope fate happens.
No. Fate is fate.
Let you know it's going to happen.
100%. Let's get up out of here. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, Radio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audio Boy. You downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris@mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website. Shoot me a message. Koi, my guy, we are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
You think so?
I think